How to deal with my boyfriend finding out about my past choices. Me, 32F, and my BF, 33M, have been in our relationship for 4 years. Next April would mark our 5th anniversary. He's the love of my life and the one I want to spend the rest of life with. A little about my BF, he's an architect, very successful, very handsome, have a healthy, sexy body, maintain good relationships with my parents and his as well. Our relationship has been great. We have great communication, sex is phenomenal, and we truly are in love with each other. Now about me, I'm a business owner with a degree in management and very proud of what I've achieved in life. However, there is something that I've kept hidden from everyone I know, which is that 12 years ago, in 2009, I had a very quick career in the porn industry. It was during a dark period in my life. However, it was a very brief career of only 3 months in the industry. I've made some scenes of different niches, but after 3 months inside, I didn't like how the industry treated me, and I started to get my life back and got out. A couple of years later, after my exit from the industry, I had some money saved and bought almost all of my work from the companies I filmed for, and we signed a contract that they can't use those I've bought from them. However, I didn't have any power over the people they sold these videos to. But since I had a brief career and almost no one recognizes me anywhere I go, I thought no one probably had bought them. Since my retirement from the industry, I had no contact with anyone from the industry at all, and even when I searched my name, nothing appeared. So I put everything behind me and moved on with my studies, got my degree, and launched my business. I never told anyone about my past or that I ever did porn. None of my friends knew, neither my parents. To me, it was a period that never existed. Back to my current situation. So about 3 weeks ago, my BF's company had a social distance gathering for its employees to celebrate their annual achievements. We were having fun there. My BF talked to some of his friends and disappeared for some time. He then came back with a look on his face, spent some time talking to some of his friends with me, then said we need to get home. I was worried as I thought there's something happened with his work or something. When we got back home, he pulled out his phone and asked me, "Is that you?" And it was me in one of my porn scenes I've shot. It was a BBC niche scene with more than one performer having turns on me. I was mortified and asked him how he got that, and told me one of his friends has a porn library he's been creating since his teenage years, and he recognized me, downloaded the video from his cloud storage, and shared it with my BF, asking him if it was me in the video, and how lucky he, my BF, is to date a porn star. I started crying and told him these days were 12 years ago, and since then, I've done none of these scenes again, and told him the whole story. He said it's okay and that he has no right to judge me for my past, and let's move forward. The problem is, he didn't. Now my BF's penis is a little below average, around 4 to 4.5 inches, but he knows how to use it extremely good. Actually, he's been the best guy I've ever been with, even during that brief porn career, and he never seemed insecure about his size at any time during our dating time. But since he discovered this video, he became distant and somehow uncomfortable around me, and even lost desire in me. Like when I try to touch him down there, he always gets hard immediately, but when I tried this time, he didn't, and said he's not in the mood and went to watch TV outside. 2 nights ago, I asked him to talk and asked him what was happening. We started talking, and then he said that he always struggled with his insecurity regarding his size, and he knows that a big portion of guys are bigger than him, so he compensates for that by his performing well and enhancing his craft. But how could he compete with what he saw me having in the video? I told him there's nothing for him to worry. In the video, all he's seen is just an act, and it wasn't pleasant as it seems. It's all for the camera. And then he said, if it's all an act, how come I had more than one orgasm in the scene? I was again mortified, as I didn't expect him to watch the whole scene. But I kept telling him that he's the one I love, and his size is the perfect size for me. And me having those orgasms was just a body reaction I had, no emotional. And now that I'm with him, I'd never trade him for anyone. He answered by saying, even if he believed me, it's in his head now. Whenever he touches me, he would see the image of me having sex with 11 and 12 inches penises, or whatever their sizes are, and that is a huge thing for him, to please leave me alone for some time. No matter what I say to him, it's like I'm talking to a wall. He's just not listening. I don't know what to do now. Yesterday, he told me he'd go to the cabin to clear his head for some time, and when I asked when will you return, he said he doesn't know when. He packed some clothes and left in the morning. I'm at loss as he never seemed the insecure type to me at all. I tried to reach out to him via text and phone calls, but apparently he closed his phone as all I get is his voicemail. I don't know what to do or how to deal with him in this state. And the thing I fear the most is that he'd break up with me. I don't want to lose him. I really do love him from all of my heart, but for some reason, I think I'm starting to lose him now. So, what do you think? Is it over or what?
Relevant comments from OP. I wish he'd call or text so I know it's okay to talk and tell him everything. I want to tell him that after that scene he saw, I had cervix bruising and spent almost 2 weeks having droplets of blood come out of me and living with extreme pain, that I'd wake up from sleep from the pain I was in. I wish to tell him all the negative things and humiliation that I encountered during these 3 months that I worked my ass off after I quit to buy the rights for my work from the company, because I wanted these 3 months erased from everywhere, including my own memories. But just he calls or texts or something, he just gives me a sign that he's ready, because I don't want to force myself onto him anymore and give him the space he needs. This is horrible to go through. I'm sorry that any person has to go through this, but this feeling won't go away even with physical evidence. I mean, me saying to him over and over that he is the perfect size for me. Moreover, me orgasming with him more than I can count. Not only that, be me initiating things many times and even telling him I want you or I want your dick and things like that. I mean, aren't those physical evidence that I literally enjoy and love him in every single way possible? When I said it was all an act, and our conversation was about him commenting about what I was saying in the scene and how I was making those sounds and faces, then his question mentioned in your comment above came. And literally, his size is the perfect for me in a literal way. After that specific scene, ironically, it was my last one in the industry. I had a bruised cervix. The pain was excruciating. Even peeing was painful. And it took me over a week of ibuprofen and heating pads on both my tummy and back to ease the pain. And even when we started dating, I was aware to tell him before actually seeing him that bigger sizes are not for me. I didn't say why at the time, just that I had bad experience with bigger size before. So I honestly, truly did not lie to him when I said that I like him more, or that he's perfect for me. And I orgasm with him with more force and power than any scene I've made. The screaming and faces in porn scenes are all an act. Performers can't truly enjoy themselves to the max 100%, as there are not only the performers there, but also directors, cameramen, lighting people, makeup artists, etc. I didn't tell him all of that though, as there was not enough chance for me to say all of that before he shut me out. I've posted almost 2 nights ago. I'm only posting this update to show those people, men and women, who sent me those horrible comments in DMs speaking on behalf of my BF, saying I'm horrible, filled with STDs, etc., that unlike them, there are better people, and that my BF is simply the best and better and bigger than any hate.
So, after all the hateful comments and DMs I've had over the last day, I was almost sure this relationship is over. I've sent him yesterday morning a text saying I'm sorry for everything, and I'd like to know if he's okay or not, and would like to talk with him regarding the topic. He saw it, but didn't reply right away. Today's morning, I've received a call from my BF. When I answered, he said to please don't speak and just listen to him, and he said the following. 1. I have nothing to apologize for. Doing porn is not a shameful thing, and it's been more than a decade ago. It's not like I was doing it while I was with him. 2. He'd like to know more about my brief porn career, which is the 3 months I spent in it, if I'm willing to talk about it. If not, then that's okay. 3. He'd like to apologize to me for any hardship or heartache he's caused. The reason why he went away to clear his head is not because I've done porn, because this specific scene was what he saw during his teenager years in his nightmares, seeing his SO being pleasured by more than one person with bigger penises than his. Watching this made him relive his period of his life, which is why he needed space away from everyone, not only me, to clear his head and focus on everything that can counter his feeling of insecurities. During his day in the cabin, he replayed our 4 years relationship in his mind from every aspect, even the sexual one, and it appears that we've had healthy and satisfying sexual life. He called his old therapist and told him about his insecurities. The therapist asked him if his GF, me, doesn't have an opinion of her own, or that if she would continue in a relationship where she's not both emotionally and sexually satisfied. And when he said to him, no, she's not that person, if she's not satisfied, she'd go, that's when he got his answer. The last thing, he really loves me and wants to be back with me. However, whether we like it or not, something in his subconscious has been triggered, so our sex life will be a little bit awkward for some time, and we would need some couples therapy as well. So if I'm okay with that, he would like to be back with me as soon as possible. When he finished his words, I was on top of the world. I told him to get back, please, at once, and an hour later, he was with me at our apartment. We kissed, we hugged, and we cried a lot. Then we sat down and I told him about everything, why I did porn in 2009 and why I couldn't continue in the industry, how I was humiliated, used, and possibly raped at some point when I was inside. The reason why I bought the rights to my scenes after I quit, so no one can see me in that aspect anymore. We also talked about his coworker. We've both known him for a little over a year. He told me that this person called him while he was away, telling him he recognized me after about 4 months of knowing us while he was browsing his porn collection, but was afraid to talk to my BF for the fear of his reaction. My BF now tells me it's all BS, as he chose this moment to tell him that because the company is approaching a big deal and he wanted my BF out of the picture, and the only way he could do that was to mentally cripple him. I asked him about if this coworker told other people about this scene, if it would cause him any embarrassment. He said it won't be easy for him given how society views sex performers. However, it won't be embarrassing. If anyone who should be embarrassed are them, not us. I also asked what it would be if his parents knew, and he said that he told his mom about it but not his dad, and that she has no problem with it as long as he's happy, and that she loves me anyway, so it won't change how she feels about me. I asked him why he told her, and he told me because I envision a very long relationship together in the future. Our first therapy session would be next Monday. We both know it's nowhere near this simple and it would be extremely hard with a lot of hardships, but we both love each other and are willing to take the trip together. The last thing I'd like to say, this problem has made me see the world as it is. It's not a nice place and is filled with hate. People would wait for any opportunity to destroy the person in front of them, so don't make other people's opinion affect you. I've learned it the hard way.